Hello and welcome to my channel, Dave How To. Today we're going to show you really quick how to operate an air compressor. And I'm working with a Husky 6-gallon oil-free air compressor tank. Okay, I'll hook it up to a gun and show you how it works. So first, what we're going to do, just do a little walk around here. You see right here is the on and off switch. It's like this. It's not plugged in right now, so that's why it's not coming on. This here is the gauge. It measures the PSI coming from the tank itself, okay? And this here is a gauge that measures the PSI going into your gun, okay? Which will hook in here, okay? So we're gonna go to the back here and we're going to plug it in. And as you can see, it was on. I don't want it on right now, so let's take it off. Very loud. And plug it in. Okay. Now, before we start getting the tank ready, the back here has a little nozzle which lets the air out and it keeps the air in. So doing it this way, bringing it close to the top, lets the air out after you're done with the tank, after it fills up. And this is how you lock the air in. Like that, all the way to the very end, a little bit of a twist here, and the air shouldn't come out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what happens if you leave this open and it comes on. So let's go on. Now it's gonna be very loud, but see that? If you leave this valve open, as the air fills up in the tank, it escapes. So now what we want to do is we want to make sure that that doesn't happen, so we will tighten it so the air doesn't come on when the tank is filling. Okay, that should be good there, good. Okay, now I'm going to put the tank on. Okay, the tank is filled up. When it started, it was at 0, and now as you can see, it's just a little over 120 PSI. So the tank is ready, okay? I'm gonna take this off right now because I don't want it to come on while we're talking. It's when it's on, it's an automatic. Anyways, now this here is the valve that will control the air coming out of the tank, okay, that goes into your gun. So let's take a look at a gun here. Every gun will tell you the minimum and maximum PSI that it allows. Okay, this one here is 70 PSI to 110. Okay, this is a 16 gauge gun. It's got 2 inches of nails in there, 2-inch nails, okay? So we'll put that down for now. So it says here 70 PSI and maximum 110. Now when we hook this up, which I'll show you in a second, you will dial this to either 70 or maximum 110. I keep them around 90 PSI, okay? And I'll show you how that's done. Okay, so we're gonna put one end of the hose into the fitter here. So you pull this back, push that in, and it's locked in, okay? Okay, so now we're going to attach the other part of the hose to the gun. Same procedure, just pull back here and push in, and there you are. That's all locked in now. Okay, so now that the gun is attached to one end of the hose, and the tank is attached to the hose, okay? This gun says 70 PSI minimum for it to work to maximum 110 PSI. So what we're gonna do is make the adjustment on the tank. So what I like to do is I like to put it at 90 psi. So this is the pressure going out into the gun. Okay, so you take this knob here and you start turning it, and you'll see the needle start moving. It's at 30 psi, it's at 60 psi. Okay, and let's get her up to 90 psi. Okay, like so. That'll be fine. Okay, so everything is all set. So now we're ready to show you how it works with the gun, and put a nail into a piece of wood. Remember, always use the eye protection, okay? You don't want any kind of freaky accidents happening. Eye protection, very important. Okay, so we grab the gun, it's all readied up. Let's take a look here. 90 pounds of pressure coming into the gun. Maximum is 110. So we push down here like so and pull, and done. This piece of wood is in. Okay, and let's do the other side for one more. This is the safety right here. See, I can't shoot anything until the safety is down, which is this right. Let's see if I can get it in the camera here. See that right there? So when you push down, now it can fire. Okay, that's the only way. And let's fire off. Okay, let's get a nice position there, and done. Nice and simple. Now I'm going to show you how to release the air from the tank after you've done your job. Okay, now to shut the tank down and get the air out and get everything all nice and back to zero, let's just go over here and unplug. Okay. Okay, now, as you can see, there's still 90 pounds of pressure ready to go into the hose. I've already detached the gun. Okay, so I'm going to, first of all, get the pressure out of here. Okay, so go this way to the left. And as you can see, and here, it's going back to zero. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to attempt with one hand to get this out here. Sometimes it's tough with one hand, but push this back and it pops out. There's no pressure coming out of here, so that's why it was kind of easy to get that out. Okay. And now, as you can see, the tank still has pressure and air inside of it. We want to get that down to zero. Okay. So we go back here. Now when I get this going, it's going to make a lot of noise. So, starting now. Now if I really turn this, a lot will come out. Like, I'll give you an example. Okay, so I do it nice and slow. Okay, I'm going to shut her down for a sec. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it air out. Because I don't think I want to hear this for like a minute and a half or so of this going really loud with all the air coming out, and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. This is the pressure coming out of the tank. I hope you can hear me. Okay, you see the needle here going down. Okay. It's going to go down to zero. Okay, so both gauges now are back to zero. Okay, the tank gauge and the gauge going into the gun. In the back here, all the air has come out. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little bit of moisture here. Condensation collects inside of the tank. And as you can see right on the mat here, there's water, actually a little bit of water coming out of here. You actually have to tilt the tank. Okay, I'm doing it on a table here, so hope I don't have an accident. But tilt the tank like that, okay? After you're done, to see if there's any amount of moisture that needs to be leaked out. Okay, if you don't do that, the tank will rust. The manufacturers don't give you stainless steel tanks. If they did, these things will last forever. So they kind of want it to rust. You must drain this. All you have to do is just tilt the tank, okay? And it'll drain here. I haven't used it much, so there isn't much, but as you can see, it was starting. You know, it was starting to get moisture there. So moisture does collect in here, and you don't want a reservoir of water inside of here. It'll eventually rust out. That is how you operate an air compressor, and I hope this was helpful. Please like and subscribe and help my channel, Dave How To. Thank you very much.